Hello and welcome to this simple guide on the GOVRN Wiki, how to use it, what's it's about, all that information, and any questions you have will probably be answered in one of our guides that will be posted on our YouTube channel over time. So the first thing is that this is a wiki that's meant to host tutorials, guides, specifically how to um, play within GOVRN, how to be a politician, do judicial work, executive work, whatever it may be. Tutorials will eventually be posted, for newer people and people who may have questions, as well as it's meant to serve as some sort of Wikipedia within the GOVRN universe. Now, this site, you must create an account to make edits. You can't just do like Wikipedia and edit it without an account. No, you require an account. Um, and you can easily create one. You don't even need to put an email down, however, you probably should for password resets and whatnot. But regardless, once you've created an account, you can then go around, edit, create new pages, and all that's fun stuff. So let's say you wanted to create a page because obviously, you want to make some changes. Well, the first thing you can do is you have two ways of doing it. You can first go to the Search GOVRN Wiki at the top right and search for whatever you want to make a page on. Let's say you wanted to do past bills in the House of Representatives. And then press enter. And you'll see if there's any pages here for it. And if there isn't, you can click this button and you will create a page for it. Very simple, very easy, quick way to create a page. Now, if you want to do it the other way, you can do it by going to a URL that doesn't exist. So, for example, we could do pat bills in the House of Representatives. Now, you'll have to use underscores for spaces, but then you press enter. And then it'll say this page, there's no text in this page, and you'll see create this page. And that you just click that button, and you'll be able to create the page. And then from there, you can edit it and whatnot. You can also press the create button in here if you wish. Now, let's say you want to edit a page because there's been some new information. Well, I'm going to go find a random page by clicking on the random page button. So here we're on this article that was created today called Just Push Play. And let's say the show is aired for an additional season. You can click edit up here. Now, the difference between edit and edit sources, edit will take you to the visual editor. Now, the things about the visual editor is if you're using something like an info box, because the info box is a template, you can click on it and click edit and do some changes in this cool visual way, but some info boxes may not support this, meaning you'll have to click on edit source, and this will bring you to the text editor with like raw code and things like that. But that'll be explained in another guide. For now, we're going to go ahead and do a change here. So let's say, second season, we'll go ahead and change that to 2. So that's pretty much all the changes we're going to make. Now, if you need to do some other stuff, you can insert images here, tables, templates, which you'd use for the info box. You can do a bunch of stuff citing things. So if you get something from if you get something from an external source, such as Wikipedia or an article, if it's related to in real life, you should cite it here. But if it's in roleplay, you don't need to cite it, obviously. We'll also change that to that seasons. And then what you can do is we'll just change it back just because obviously that's true. You can go ahead and click Save Changes, and you can put a summary. You should put a summary here. If you don't, it has a high chance of maybe getting rolled back, which it can. And then you can say if it's a minor edit, if you're just changing some grammar, check this box. It sort of gets a little bit made a little smaller because, it's not really a big edit. And then you can uncheck this if you don't want to watch it. If you don't know what that means, you'll be notified when changes are made. But we're not going to save changes because we don't need to. And also, if you want to switch to the source editing from the visual editor, you just click on the pencil icon and go to source editing, and then you'll be switched over to the edit source here. Now, if you're unsure how to, like, this stuff, you can see help here, and you'll see the formatting for everything in here, discussion, reference, files, special characters, and copy, and some advanced settings there. You can find tutorials on Wikipedia and other media wiki sites if you wish to go that far. We're just going to leave the site though. So let's say you want to make a page, but you want to test some things. Now you can do some testing things, such as playing around with templates. Let's say you wanted to create your own info box because you were watching the guide that I'm going to create soon, and you want to test to make sure that it's working. You can do that in your sandbox page, and I recommend you do because it'll save performance a little bit. So the way you can do that is you'll see your name here. So I'm the administrator here. So you can click on this, and this will bring you to your user page. Now, you shouldn't use your user page for your roleplay character because you can't change your username, or there's a time limit, I believe. You should just create a separate page and not use your user page. However, your user page is great for a sandbox. And if you go up to the URL here and do /sandbox, you can create a page here and use your sandbox. Now, I already have a sandbox created. So you can see here, I have my info boxes that I was testing over here. So you can go ahead and do that. But let's say we wanted to create it from scratch. So I'm just going to delete my page. Now, if you don't know, you won't be able to delete pages as a user. You will have to go ahead and contact a moderator. But we're going to go ahead and create a page here, your sandbox. So, creating a page. So, here you can go ahead and make some edits. I like to use the source editor because the source editor, my opinion, better. So here, you can go ahead and do some edits. We can make a page here. So we can write information, type some information. You can do advanced. You can change heading levels. You can format things. If you want, you can insert a table. So you can see like a table there. Redirects. And, obviously you can use everything in here. This is what you should use. You can do internal links to internal pages, external links, headings, files, lists, references, discussions. You don't really use discussions unless you're on a discussion page, and so on. And you can also utilize other pages for editing. And another important thing is you can use pages not on our wiki, but on Wikipedia as well, and other things, other sites that have the Media Wiki logo at the bottom, so powered by Media Wiki. Those are sites that you can go ahead and view the source and copy it and publish it over here, as long as it doesn't use a template, which you'll figure out in the next video. But here you can type your information. You can show preview, show changes, put a summary, watch the page, and then save it, and then it'll save there. Now, if we go ahead and go to random page here and get a random page, the random page. Now, the site might be slow at times. This is because there's a lot of people on it at once right now, and due to some other technical issues that need to still be fixed. But here we're just back here, so you can go to edit source, and you will see the example, the source here, so you can go ahead and use this as an example. You can see the contents are automatic based off of your headers that you add. Tables down here, you can see thumbnails or images are there and whatnot. So you could utilize other people's pages. But that's about it. Eventually on the sidebar here, we'll add a section for frequent articles like tutorials and guides, as well as some other things. Now, um, if you create an event that was related to a specific time period, eventually you'll have to add categories to the bottom, but that will be announced in the rules channel whenever we figure out categories. But whenever that does happen, you'll be notified when to start doing that. But that is about it for basically using the wiki. If you want to do some more advanced things, we'll be putting on some more videos that talk about things like info boxes, which are quite fun to play around with, and templates and all sorts of stuff. So we'll see you then.